on in, family. Come on in. We got some things to talk about on this Melchizedek news. Come on in, y'all. It's going down in this earth. Yes. Shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High. Come on in. Baby, can you get Mr. Apollos? Put him in the back room. Apollos, you can't be over here. Apollo's trying to be in my studio, y'all. Yes. Come on in, family. I'll put my camera just a little bit. Yeah. Come on in. How's everyone? Come on into the Melchizedek News Hour. Come on in. Thank you, Peter Jones. Yes. I be changing it up. Yes. Come on in, y'all. It's all sizzling back there. Thank you, Brother Greg. Come on in, y'all. Shalom, Sister Anaya. Shalom, shalom. Thank y'all for joining me. I'm glad those that can be in the chat. Man, there's so much going on. I was like, I gotta get in here. I'm sorry that I'm late. Pardon my delay. There's a lot going on. It's storming here in Maui, Hawaii right now. It is storming, you all. Yes. Shalom, Super Audi 1234. Yeah. I'm here though. Shabbat Shalom. It is Friday. It's the end of the week. Okay. For some people. Then some people it's not. You know? Hey. Shalom, shalom. That's right. That's right, my sister. Yes. So I see y'all in the chat. Y'all peeping the hairdo. Okay. I'm giving y'all 1992. Sister ChaYAH. You know, a little bit of that Tony Braxton Love Should Have Brought You Home Last Night. With a little bit of that Vivica Fox. And a little splash of Fantasia. Okay. Yeah. For those that don't know in the live chat, I've been doing hair for over 40 years, baby. One of the best hairstylists in the STL, that's St. Louis. You got to be good with that hair if you're going to do hair in the Lou. And also in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm retired now, though. I'm retired now. But she was the best to do it when she was doing that thing. Okay. Enough about me tooting my horn. Come on in, family, to the Melchizedek News Hour. Brother Yosef over there cracking up. And hey, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Brother Yosef then came in the house. He just got done doing a job. And he just then came in the house and he got it all sizzling in the back. He over here frying chow mein noodles and all. Man, he hooking it up. And I'm over here like, why you come in here? Got the house all smelling good. Yes. Thank you, those that are joining the Melchizedek News Hour. I wanted to give it some time for you all to come on in. I am your sister, ChaYAH The Elect. ChaYAH The Elect. Where my sister Julia, she always says ChaYAH in effect. Absolutely. All praises to the Most High for those of you that are joining the Melchizedek News Hour. So Super Audi 1234 said the picture is frozen. I hope I don't have to go out and come back in because it is storming here in Maui, Hawaii. Yes, it is. It's storming right now, y'all. What's it looking like now, sis? Is it okay? I hope so. I hope so. It's slowing down here. Okay, there we go. There we go. It was a little delay. Yeah, it was really storming hard. So we got a lot of severe weather to talk about today on the Melchizedek News. Okay, Sister Anaya said hers is good. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Everybody that's in my live chat, testing. Yeah, hands up in the air. Thank you, moderators, for always holding me down, my sisters in Zion, as well as Brother Yosef, my significant other, always holding me down. I want to say welcome, and I want to say shalom and aloha for those of you that are in the live chat. As I mentioned, I'm Sister ChaYAH. That's right, here in the Maui area of Hawaii, holding things down, keeping y'all up to date on what's going on with these headlines. This is the news hour that represents for the King. That's right. We represent for the Messiah, the true Messiah, who is making a return to this earth, bringing his kingdom along with him. That's right. And we're just his servants, his humble servants, doing a little bit of work for him, preparing the flock. That's right. So I want to say happy Friday and Shabbat Shalom to those that are in the truth on this Friday. Look at that, February 2nd. I just talked to y'all a few days ago. We in February now, y'all. Everything is just coming so fast. I can't believe just how fast the year is going. Can y'all? It's going by so fast that it's disturbing, but it's also a good thing, because he did say in the scriptures, and I'm speaking of Christ, he said that he would rush the days for the sake of the very elect, those that are serving me. I know they're going to be going through a tough time, so I'm going to speed the time clock up a little bit because I know things are tough. And I just want to say, brothers and sisters, hold on. All those that are in my live chat, just hold on. We can endure and we will endure to the end. Amen. If you're just joining me, under the description of this video, I always put the headlines that I'm discussing. I also include a link to my lessons. That's right. Every now and then I bring you a little word of God. And that's under Lessons by Sister ChaYAH. I also do a little story time by Sister ChaYAH. Last week I did a very interesting story about how I used to live next door to a serial killer. Yes, Jeffrey Dahmer, the infamous Jeffrey Dahmer. And I told that story. And that story touched a lot of people. Amen. I'm glad it did. And you all, guess what? I was able to get in touch with Ernest Miller, his sister, through TikTok. So all praises to the Most High. Man, I never have told that story publicly about my experiences as a teenager. Man, for those of you that have missed it, click the link. Storytime by Sister ChaYAH is there. It's an awesome testimony about perseverance. It's about resilience. It's about the Most High and how he gives us grace, mercy, and he can bring you through whatever. Shalom, kings and queens coaching. Thank you for joining. So I'm going to be doing some upcoming lessons. Hopefully next week. I'm preparing my notes now. I was just talking to one of my close brothers last night. We were talking and about the lesson that I'm preparing right now for Monday about depression. Yes, how to break through the strongholds of depression, because even as believers, a lot of people struggle with depression, loneliness, being isolated, sometimes grieving. It's just so much that we're going through. So that was one of the reasons why I did the video earlier in the week with the praise. That's why I did that. I was trying to help y'all, lift the morale of my sisters and brothers, because I know that a lot of people are going through things. I know, because I know I'm going through, being away from my daughters and missing my son who passed away in 2022. Brother Joseph is missing his family, missing our grandchildren. So I know that a lot of people are going through, and I want to talk about some things that we can do to give us strength in these hours to persevere to the end, because we will endure. The Most High wouldn't have put you, in this particular position. He wouldn't have saved you for last if he didn't think that you were capable of it until the end. Shalom, Brother Daryl. It's good to see you on this Friday. So with lots going on, let's get into some of these news headlines. Look out for that video. And for those of you that are on the live chat, the plan is tomorrow to do the Kingdom Trivia. Yes, we haven't did the Kingdom Trivia since November. We did it at the end of November. We had a blast. Yes, Brother Daryl, remember the Kingdom Trivia. So there are going to be some prizes awarded, and we're going to have a good time in online fellowship. Understandably, all of us we're in different places around the world, and that's the whole plan of the Most High, to have us in all the four corners of the earth. But we're going to do that Kingdom Trivia tomorrow, and we're going to have fun, and we're going to laugh, and we're going to use these devices that we have in front of us to uplift each other. Amen. So for those of you that are in the chat, and even those that watch this later, I pray that you can join us tomorrow, and we're going to test what you know about these scriptures. That's right. You might want to brush up on your precepts. Get your books ready, because tomorrow I'm going to pull from all the books. That's right. You never know where I'm going to pull from, because we got a lot of knowledge that's been handed to us. And just come and fellowship online. Okay, that's where we at in the world. It's 2024, and everybody is in all these different places. So we got to make the best of it. Okay, that's why I was doing my whole praise and worship in the living room for y'all. I was letting you all know that, hey, you don't have to have people physically where you're at in order to praise. In order to lift up your morale. You got to do that for yourself wherever you are. And I know Super Audi 1234, her sister Anaya, they're in the UK. I know that Zion's sister, she's up in Canada by herself. There are other brothers and sisters in different parts of the world. And even in the mainland, a lot of people are in different states. So we got to do what we can to connect, because guess what? We're connecting spirit to spirit, you all. We're connecting spirit to spirit. So that's what it's about. So let's get into these headlines. Let's get into these headlines. And it was some things breaking. Shalom, Sister Pam. It's good to see you. It was some things breaking right as I got ready to go on. But let's talk about the weather. The weather, because there's so much going on with the weather, y'all. Number one on the Melchizedek news. All right. The link to all the news headlines are in the description. Number one, let's talk about the Pineapple Express. Yes, the Pineapple Express. And Brother Joseph has been laughing at me because I think I'm a meteorologist. I'm a closet meteorologist. And I'm telling y'all, it's some things that's going on over here in the Hawaiian Islands that the world is not aware of. It's some shystiness going on over here, okay? And all these little hidden mountains and islands, okay? And it's affecting what's going on over there on the West Coast. So right now, Fox Weather is reporting. It says the Pineapple Express temporarily winds down along the West Coast. But listen, Shalom, Big Bear living. Big Bear, pay attention, because, man, the West Coast, y'all on high alert right now. It says, with a renewed threat by the end of the weekend, the areas affected. So I love pineapples. I'm going to send you some over there. Some of these good Hawaiian pineapples. How about that? It says that the areas affected by last Monday's damaging floods, particularly those in San Diego metropolitan area, are especially vulnerable, because you all know, especially those on the West Coast, know that ground right now is oversaturated, if there's a such thing. It really is. So it says in Los Angeles, a slug of heavy rain from a potent atmosphere river atmospheric, that's what they're calling it, event that plagued California this week brought variety of impacts, including flash flooding, damaging winds, and power outages and landslide. That's a big thing we need to be paying attention to, is the power outages, okay? Because anytime when we have like high winds and all these flooding and things, everybody's, particularly right now in the Pacific, on this side of the Pacific, we're going to talk about the East in a second. But right now, the Pacific, this side, the West, power outages, heavy flooding. Did any of you all see that footage from San Diego last week? And Sister LaQuanda, Shalom twin, she has family in the San Diego area. It was like cars, people's houses was just totally destroyed. It was so much water that came in. Shalom, Sister Ruette. We're talking about like this bad weather. So let's continue because this is an ongoing thing. Today things are going to lighten up, but on Sunday, early Sunday morning, particularly in the state of California, things are going to come back with a big bang. Y'all need to pay attention. Big bang. I need to be careful because we got a lot of earthquakes. We're going to talk about that in Hawaii. Number 2, we're going to talk about that so much. So this was just updated. And it says that life-threatening, listen to that, life-threatening flooding looms for Southern California as dangerous atmospheric river approaches this weekend. Okay? The National Weather Service in Los Angeles has issued a warning with strong language. Y'all know when the alphabet groups get to talk about that strong language. Look at that. It says strong language indicating a significant threat for widespread and dangerous flash flooding Sunday into Monday. I am putting the West Coast, particularly Southern California, on alert right now. You need to take every precaution right now. This is not going to be, what's the word? Don't minimize this warning is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It says that California is getting a brief respite from, right now, it's just a rest. Extreme weather from Friday after getting nailed with the latest round of rain and heavy snow from a Pineapple Express atmospheric river storm. However, this is where y'all need to be paying attention. Another potent, even stronger storm is already approaching from across the Pacific. Look, across from the Pacific. Because it's coming from over here, y'all. Sister ChaYAH seeing everything they doing. Okay. With the potential for much heavier rainfall totals. So, on top of a ground that's already saturated, and let's be realistic, there's only so much that we can do, when it comes to preparation. But what I'm saying is take heed to these warnings. I saw a news report the other day, and it was a lady in Southern California. She was out getting Starbucks. Yes, she was out getting Starbucks in the midst of all this stuff that's going on. This is what I'm talking about. I just needed some Starbucks. No, you don't. You don't need no Starbucks. So all I'm saying is don't be taking like unnecessary risks when it's not necessary. Okay? Pay attention. All right, what we got? Number 3. Brother Daryl, she did. She was like, I gotta get some Starbucks. This is coming from the New York Times. It says when the storm online is worse than the one outside. Hold on, let's see what this is coming out of Sacramento, California. Last week, as Californians braced for heavy weather, forecasters found themselves engulfed in a sudden online storm. Meteorologists are currently debating whether California, listen, is about to get hit by something that they've been dreading for a long time. This is in the news. First, look, warning. Meteorologists are currently debating, listen to the language, whether California is about to get hit by something that they have been dreading for a long time. An emergency preparedness enthusiast named Danielle, it says they're not certain, but it's entirely possible that what is brewing in the Pacific right now heralds the beginning of a dreaded arc storm. Y'all too near me not to hear me. This is what these people that study this is what they're putting out. What's going on is not something that's a normal occurrence. So heads up. This is what I'm saying. Take every precaution right now if you on the West Coast. West Coast, period. That spreads all the way through even to Arizona and Nevada too as well, Southwest. Now let's talk about why all that is popping over there and why the West Coast is on an alert. And that's because of over here. Wait a minute. Before we go to Hawaii, Bay Area, near the San Andreas Fault, earthquake swarm. See what I'm saying? We're going to spend some time on this weather because I need y'all to know how serious this situation is. This is the calm before the storm. Earthquake swarm hits just south of the Bay Area, near the San Andreas Fault. An earthquake swarm in Monterey County rattled California's central coast on Thursday. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, 5 earthquakes ranging from 2.6 to 3.3 hit within a 2-hour span. People are so used to these headlines with the bad weather. See, let me tell y'all something. You become desensitized when you hear the same thing over and over again. So then, therefore, this is what they've been doing. They've been propagating all this fear. So then people, I'm sorry about that. I had to download Super Audio. So the thing is, people don't take these warnings serious when they hear the same thing over and over again. But what I'm saying is this weekend, particularly with what's going on here in the Pacific and what we've seen in San Diego just over the last week, people need to really take heed to these warnings about the weather. Okay? And so earthquake swarm near the San Andreas. That means pretty soon, I'm sure this afternoon, we'll probably hear something from Yellowstone, okay? All right, let me see what this is. Let me go to number 5, Super Audi 1, 2, 3. Yeah, what you say, Sister Ruette? I didn't see that. You said something about chicken little, the sky is falling. Yeah, but they've been talking about this stuff, and they're going to catch people off guard. That's the goal, is to just keep on, bringing these things. But it's some serious activity. So this is from the AP News. Earthquakes raise alert for Hawaii's Kilauea volcano, but any eruption is unlikely to threaten homes. So they're saying out of Honolulu, a surge of earthquakes at Kilauea's summit prompted scientists to raise the alert level for the Hawaiian volcano on Wednesday, but any eruption is unlikely to threaten homes. We can't listen to them. Don't believe them. Don't believe them, y'all. It says the Hawaiian Volcano Observatory said that it detected 25 to 30 small earthquakes per hour since 3 a.m. And they lying right there. I'm finna catch them in a lie. I've been watching the earthquake alerts. And number one, on USGS, they only report earthquakes that are 2.5 or above. I've been tracking these earthquakes since like early yesterday morning. And we have had over 500 minor earthquakes next door, because I'm in Maui, Brother Joseph and I. This is the island of Maui. Maui, Hawaiian, just so a lot of people, because some people don't know this. The Hawaiian Islands consist of 8 islands. The big island, which is the largest, is next door. That's where the volcano that they're talking about, Kilauea, is located. They have had in one small general area over 500. This is just in the last 24 hours. They've had over 500 minor earthquakes. Now, earthquakes aren't as natural as one would think. I'm going to tell y'all. There are some things that they're doing, okay, to manipulate these things. And we've read about that. Those of us that are in the truth, we know that mankind and little Lucy's minions with their technology, they can manipulate things. That's what they're doing. I saw some footage yesterday and even noticed that they had like a little a mine shaft right next to where the earthquakes are happening. Isn't that interesting? And for those of you that may not be aware of it, and let's just put it out there because it is public knowledge, SpaceX, the SpaceX program that NASA is in charge of, yeah, they happen to be right here in Maui and on the next island next door, the Big Island. Yeah, they're right here. Interesting. And this is the same location that the historic Lahaina fire took place. Right here on this island, but just about an hour and a half from here on the other side. So it's a lot going on in the Hawaiian Islands, and it's definitely having an effect on what's going on the West Coast with all that flooding. So stay alert is what I'm saying. Stay alert. Stay alert. Stay alert. To be continued. Okay. What's number 6 we got? On the Melchizedek News Hour. I hope you all are well. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we got the weather. Now let's talk about all the rest of these accidents that's going on everywhere because it's so much. So did anybody see the crane collapse over at the Boise? Was it Boise Airport hangar? Kills 3 and injures several. This is coming from the Today News. 3 people were killed and at least 9 others injured following a catastrophic, look at the word, catastrophic collapse of a 39,000, it says 39,000 square foot steel hangar under construction at the Boise Airport. So that's Idaho, right? Boise, Idaho. Rescue crews rushed to respond, and officials are coming. It says combing through the wreckage. So this is all within the last 24 hours. So I saw the footage, and there's a link in the description of this video. It's a lot of accidents just in the last 12 to 24 hours. Florida, listen to all the stuff that I'm bringing to y'all. If you can't see the sign of the times and that it's time to get your life right and get your house in order, man, listen. This is coming from USA Today. Good afternoon, USA Today. Yeah, it's me, Sister ChaYAH the Elect. I know you didn't even notice me. It's me, your favorite news reporter. Anyway, I love you all. It says that 3 killed, including a pilot and 2 others. This is in Florida. After a plane crashes into a Florida mobile home. Yeah, and it destroys several other homes as well. Engine failure caused a small plane to crash into a mobile home park. Several dead. Small plane crashes into a mobile home park in Clearwater, Florida. That's a highly populated area, by the way, family. And this was just Thursday after the pilot reported engine failure. Was it really engine failure? I'm just saying. Because Super Audi 1234, no, we've been talking about this. How many planes in the last couple of weeks have had engines? If they're not, losing doors, losing parts to the engine, falling out the sky, crashing in shopping centers, now this one crashed into a mobile home park. What's really going on is what I'm saying. Okay? That's what I'm really saying. Is it something more that's causing these accidents? Might have something to do with that planjection. Planjection. That's my new word. So it's a lot going on. What caused this plane to come down? That's why it's just sudden. It's such an uncertain time. It just makes you not want to take a trip. I really do want to go and visit some family, and even visit some friends. But it's just so much going on that it just oh my goodness. And we can't live in fear for sure. That's not what the Most High says, I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and a sound mind. Amen. But it really does make you reluctant. Okay, where I'm at, Super Audi 1234. I am on number 8. Lots of accidents with the plane. Here's another accident, and this is across the globe, but this is in Kenya. A Nairobi fire, a gas blast in Kenya capital kills 3 and injures 300. This is all in the last 12 to 24 hours, family. A huge blast in the Kenyan capital of Nairobi has killed at least 3 people and injured, it says, nearly 300. It says a lorry carrying gas cylinder exploded Thursday, igniting a huge ball of fire. Housing businesses and cars were damaged. The video showing a huge blaze. When I say huge, it was huge. Some 271 people were taken to the hospital, according to the authorities, and including at least 25 children. The link is there. Something that's not listed here that I just saw before I got online was I saw some type of collapse in New York in one of the boroughs. Let me see if I can pull that up Because I just saw that. Super Audi 123. I don't know if you can grab that headline. Right, Sister Naya says she saw that. Let me see if I can pull this up. Something that just took place in New York. It was breaking news. I wonder if I can put in New York. NYC collapse. Okay, building collapse. Let me see here. Let me see what I got. Because this should have been breaking news. Because this is something that just happened. Well, it was overnight. Let me see. Boise building, multiple people injured. That's the Idaho. But no, something just happened in New York. I know because I just saw it before I got online. Here it is. A crane. Another crane. Wait a minute. Now the other one is in Idaho. In Boise at the airport in Idaho. This one says a crane collapsed off of a building in New York City, injuring 5 people, including a firefighter. No, I'm sorry, y'all. That's actually 6 months ago. Something happened in New York. If anybody in the chat, if y'all happen to put it in the chat if you see it, because I know I just heard something about something that just went down in New York. I'll find it. Because that was the wrong one. It's just so many accidents happening. Anyway, number 9. Let's continue. Number 9. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed the chat. Oh, this is disturbing as well. So it says graphic beheading video on YouTube for hours, raising questions about why it wasn't taken down sooner. Coming out of Pennsylvania. It says that a graphic video from a Pennsylvania man accused of beheading his father that circulated for hours on YouTube has put a spotlight again on the gaps in social media companies' abilities to prevent horrific postings. So, it's a young man, and where did this happen? What city? Pennsylvania? He done chopped off his father's head, y'all, on YouTube. And yes, YouTube, we calling y'all out. And they allowed the video to stay up for about 5 or 6 hours. And the video was circulated around to Twitter and everywhere. And so now they trying to say, which I think this all is a little planned agenda, a little shiesty agenda. But basically they trying to talk about, certain things that they need to censor and how AI isn't like as effective as they thought because it should have been able to pull this information down. And if anybody may want to know, Mark Zuckerberg, who else was it? The TikTok, some of the owners of TikTok. I know it was Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook. They're all meeting with Congress. That was this week to talk about what they can do to safeguard the internet more. I was telling Brother Joseph, I don't buy it at all. And then it's like this case right here comes out with this young man. They said it was so graphic that the young man was holding up the severed head of his father all on the YouTube. And it was up for like 6 hours. So y'all can imagine how much that circulated. And to me, it just sounds like I feel like they allowed something to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because they finna start, they finna start censoring these things on the internet. Sure enough, Google put out a warning to everybody that has a Google account, Gmail, YouTube. They said it started at the beginning of February. Here we are on February 2nd. They said they was finna start cutting out material, videos, anybody's videos, messages that they felt like were sensitive type of material. They gonna have to censor it. Yeah, Sister Naya said they trying to be deceptive to the people. That's what we know, because this is the Melchizedek news. We know what's up. We have the prophecies, and those that are joining, make sure you come back for this channel because we'll keep you up to date on what's really going on. Shalom, Sister Luana, because they being what's the word? Look, I don't even got a word for it. Like you said, deceptive. Deceptive. Yes. It's more going on that meets the eye. But it's really interesting that he was allowed to keep that video up for 6 hours. Mm-hmm. Of his beheaded father. Number 10. This world is just gone, y'all. It really is. Okay, NBC News. The CDC warns. Oh my goodness. It's hard to do the news. The CDC warns that the Neptune fix, yes, gas station heroin. Y'all heard it. They got some gas station heroin going on. May contain synthetic pot. What kind of synthetic pot is this? I listened to this. It said the highly addictive and dangerous supplement Neptune. Where do we recognize that name from? Neptune. Neptune fix, also known as the gas station heroin. Y'all heard it right. May be contaminated with different types of synthetic pot and chemicals that have been linked to life-threatening effects such as seizures, brain swelling, and hallucinations. The Center for Disease Center, our favorite alphabet group, the CDC. This is them and what they're saying. I'm gonna go scroll down. It says Tiamtatine. I heard the name earlier. Tiamtatine is an antidepressant that can mimic the euphoric and sedative effects of opiates, and it is sold as a dietary supplement at gas stations, yes, and convenience stores across the United States. It's often marketed for some pain relief, depression, or anxiety, because we know everybody in America got anxiety and depression going on. That's why I got to do a video about it. It's approved in some European, Asian, and Latin American countries. They got the pictures of it in the link. Neptune. Isn't that interesting? I saw some few other names of the stuff too. But it's basically, it says, Shalom, Sister Lisa Jefferson. It's saying that it is a gas station heroin. Gas station heroin. Isn't that just crazy? You can just go to the gas station. So y'all know, like when you go to the 7-Eleven and the Quick Trips and stuff and all your little convenience market, be having all these little energy things, and some of them be behind the counter. This is one of those. But the side effects of it is like one that, you know, if somebody was doing actual drugs. Legal drugs. It's so many legal drugs. Excuse me, family. Man, America is something else. The seat of the beast, that's what she is. Number 11. Talk about gas station heroin. Come on. They already got dispensaries everywhere. You know what it is. They want everybody to be under the influence and everybody to be in high and and not in their right frame of mind, so that you're not really focusing on what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? This is just the whole plan. Don't worry about what we doing. Just get high. And that's what's going on with the people. The people high and they are dissociated. They distracted. They don't have no. And as long as you high, you ain't gonna be thinking about repenting. You ain't gonna be thinking about repentance. That's the last thing you're thinking about. So they want everybody to be high. They want the kids. These little kids is 10, 11 years old, got all kind of anxiety issues and stuff. And then their parents give them this phone to pacify them. That's the new pacifier. Cell phones. That's the new pacifier. Yep. Cell phones. It's the truth and it's sad. Right. Super Audi 123 said, but you can't buy no Vicks. Not only that, Super Audi 123, guess what else? They starting to take the Robitussin off of the market. Yes, a couple of weeks ago. You can look that up, y'all. It's not in these particular headings today, but Robitussin, they not taking all their brands, but they taking this particular one with the honey that they did a recall on. They said that, for the people that are immune, deficient, it might not be something they want to take. Yeah. So they taking the Robitussin off the market. What's really going on? That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Shalom, Scorpio. NBC News next is reporting that Washington State faces an outbreak of a deadly fungal infection that's on the rise in the U.S. Here we go with another pestilence. We've got another disease, another pestilence, y'all. Did the word of God say that when you go in the Old Testament, it mentions in the book of Deuteronomy that it's going to be all kind of pestilences. And it's like some that ain't even in the book. Yes. It says 4 people in Washington state have tested positive this month for a rare fungal infection that can be deadly. Listen, y'all, it said it could be deadly. Here we go. It's the state's first known outbreak of the fungus called Candida auris. Oh my goodness. What you say, a lady died out here because of the fungus? Yeah, wow, she had mold in her house. Sister Lisa said somebody didn't die because they had some mold in their house. It says, though locally acquired case was detected in July, no deaths have been reported. The cluster comes as a Candida odoris continues to spread in the U.S. Case numbers have risen. We got so many viruses. I can't keep up with the names. You got the J&J. What is it? The JN1. I mean, it's just so many. You still got COVID, Delta, Beta, whatever. You know what I'm saying? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. This is what they doing, y'all. They playing us like boo-boo the fool. This is what's really going on. But you can't play those that really know what's up. All right. Number 12. What's number 12? Did anybody else see this out of LA? Yep, Super Audi 123 said thrush. It's gonna come back. It said taggers graffiti 27 stories of a skyscraper in downtown Los Angeles. And this just happened right before the Grammys. Taggers have graffitied what appears to be more than 25 stories of a downtown Los Angeles skyscraper that's been sitting dormant for several years. Construction on the Oceanwide Plaza, a $1 billion mixed-use retail and luxury apartment. This is reported by the Los Angeles Times. My thing is, if you see this footage, it looked like they was graffitiing some code. That's what I saw. First of all, who allowed them to do it? Because it was really neat. It wasn't like no rush job. It was like, go on in there and y'all, this is what we want y'all to put up. You see what I'm saying? This is the type of stuff. The world is a stage, y'all. We already know. This a movie. It's a movie. They was like, go on in there and put this code and this and that. I was looking at all the little graffiti on each floor. Come on. 27 stories. And I guess it's been happening for several weeks. And then they put all this. But when you look at it, it's code. If anybody know about gematria, yeah, they talk in code. We know these little secret combinations and these elite societies and secret societies. We know what y'all doing. Y'all can't fool us. We might not be able to read everything that y'all trying to communicate with each other, but we know that it's code. We got code too. All praises to the Most High. Yeah. Because this is what they doing right before the Grammys. And I think it's got something to do with Super Bowl too. Because Super Bowl is next, what they say, next Sunday on the 11th. It's supposed to be maybe an interesting Super Bowl. We shall see. We shall see. Because they love to fearmonger everybody with, oh, this and that is going to happen. And this is code for this. And it may. But we ain't worried. Just like these earthquakes that's happening next door. Okay. I don't give a doggone if this whole 8 islands of the Hawaiian Islands go underwater, baby. I'm going to be ready to meet the Most High, the Maker. Okay? She's ready. And Brother Joseph, his sentiments is the same as mine. Ain't nobody scared about what the enemy is doing. We are only passing through here. Okay? That's what this is about. We know. All praises to the Most High. We know what this is about. You can't scare those that know. We are the elect of the Most High. We are the true believers that follow Christ. And we won't be scared in this hour. Ain't nobody fearing us. If it's time for us to go, then we gonna go. The point is to be ready. Okay? Ready. Have your heart ready to be of a pure heart. You've made amends. You've forgiven people. Nobody's scared of death because death does not exist for the spirit. We are living souls. Notice that word in front of that. Living souls. A soul can't be killed, baby. A soul does not die. That's why we got what's called the resurrection of the spirit. So there's no such thing as death. So little Lucy, you can try that with those that don't know, but not the elect of the Most High. Next on the Melchizedek news. Where is we at, Super Audi? Where we at? 13. Let's get that. Sorry, I had to ramble, y'all. But you know, they think that they scaring us with these things. You're not scaring us. This was a disturbing case, y'all. I didn't really, this is from USA Today, and I included it because I prayed for these little babies, these precious little souls. But it said that the police, this Sister Pamela, this over here in where you at? Nebraska, not Nebraska. You are in Nebraska, right? You in Colorado. Not, is Nebraska's a whole nother state. Y'all know I will mix them up. But this is out of Colorado. It said police search for 2 missing children after the remains found encased in concrete. Brother Yosef back there cracking up. I hear him in the next room cracking up. That's okay, Brother Yosef, just because you lived in Colorado. But it says that they were encased in concrete at a Colorado storage unit. How sad. After the remains of a child were found encased in concrete in early January, authorities in Colorado, it says, are hoping to locate 2 children that were missing since 2018. Anyway, somebody opened up a storage, one of them storage facilities, and they found a block of concrete or some concrete containers, and they found the remains of 2 small children. You got to be just a total demon to even come up with that kind of like, this is how I'm going to like conceal a body. I'm going to put it in some concrete in a container and then put it in a storage. Yeah, what kind of demon are you? You have no conscience, right? You're totally soulless. Yeah, we know your type. Yeah. You being blasted. Everything is being seen. It's being brought out. You know what? Everybody, not every soul that's on this earth, on this planet, is going to have to be accountable to the evil that they do. Every action. I be trying to give people hope, and I be telling them, don't worry, because there is nothing done that will be in vain. Absolutely nothing. People think they getting away with stuff, and they can conceal a body in a storage like this of 2 children. But you know what? And I know they didn't suffer, because I know our Father, he's so beautiful. Them babies didn't suffer. Don't worry about that. Baby, that spirit was gone back to the Father and to the spirit world before this little demon thought that they was going to do what they was going to do. They was doing that just to some flesh and bones. Okay? This is what you got to know. Y'all need to start spending some time in that 3rd Testament. It will elevate you and illuminate your whole consciousness where you will really understand what's really going on. Because people be like, oh my God, they suffered. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. This is how brilliant our Father is. He's so ahead of the enemy. He's so ahead of us. We have pea brains. Me and Brother Greg, we was talking about that. We was like, our brains are like pea-sized brains compared to the Most High and his brilliance. Yes, exactly. So, number 14 on the Melchizedek News Hour. Uh-oh, y'all. This is from Hal Turner Radio Show. It says that Costco selling doomsday kits. Yep. They said new doomsday kits appear at Costco warehouse. Yep. Costco is now offering what they calling a new emergency food kit ranging from 1,000 to 6,000 in their warehouses. It said the kit includes 25 to 30 year shelf-like items like freeze-dried veggies and instant beans. Look at that, sparking wild doomsday prep theories among shoppers. Now, if Costco, and y'all know that means Sam's is right behind them, if they selling doomsday kits, y'all already know. That's a sign of the times. We know what's popping off. First, we had Rick Ross talking about he was going and building him a bunker and gonna put a garage in it. Oh, ignorant self. Because that's what you call ignorance, really. But now you got Costco. They selling doomsday kits for $1,000 to $6,000. Make it make sense. And what's crazy is the fact that people fear death the way they do. They fear death because they fear what's after. Otherwise, they wouldn't be going to these extremes. Because when it's time to go, it's time to go. This whole portion talks about that, talks about mankind and how they fear death. Matter of fact, when I did the lesson on the law of health, and it was talking about how people just seek out doctors and so forth because they don't have faith in their creator. They don't have faith in the Father. So they go do all this extreme stuff trying to stay alive when they could go back home in the presence of the Father. All of us, to be absent in the body is to be present with your creator. So why are people so afraid? Because little Lucy then brainwashed them about death. That's why. Next, number 15. It says, what is this website? I've never seen this one. Indiana News. Oh, that was earlier this week, a couple of days ago too. We had a gas leak at another refinery. You see what I'm saying? All these accidents, y'all. BP Whitening Refinery working to mitigate odors after suffering a gas leak. After suffering a valve leak and release of liquefied petroleum gas from a second tank. That's a refinery over there in Indiana. It's like one after another. One after another. Refineries, if it's not trains derailing, if it's not airplanes losing parts or falling out the sky, helicopters, small jets, buildings collapsing, unexplained gas explosion. Do y'all see the boiling of the frog? Like little, slowly, all these things is happening in front of people in different places, and they're not recognizing that the tribulation is right here happening in front of you. You don't gotta wait for it. All these people coming from, oh, the Bible says that this and that is going to take place. It's already happening in front of you. It's been happening. If anybody is paying attention, ever since 2019 broke, it's been popping off. They started when they started making everybody get a shot. How about that? Somebody was talking about that the other day, talking about, I was talking to, I don't know, me and my neighbor were talking. Matter of fact, me and brother Ishmael. All shouts out to my brother Ishmael. And we were talking, and we was talking about how people talking about, oh my goodness, war is about to start and we're at the doors of war. No, we've been at war. As soon as they started scaring everybody into taking those injections, that's when your war started, right there. We've been at war. Because anytime people didn't felt, you ain't never seen a time in history where people felt pressure to have to put something in their body that they was not sure about, that was basically already on record as experimental. It's experimental, but we still suggest that you all take it. Well, we did enough research, we think. Come on. And 70% of the whole globe fell for that baloney. Sister ChaYAH is not the one. Okay, and many of you in my live chat, you're not either. That's why you're here at the Melchizedek News. Homie, don't play that. Y'all remember that? Homie, don't play that. We've been built for this hour. And those of you that have, subjected yourselves to that injection, we praying for you. We love you. I know people fell to the pressure, but I've never been the one to fall for the pressures of others. No. If I'm going to do something, it's because of I'm going to do it on my own recognizance. Yes. Not because you're telling me to do something. Yeah. But Father has given us all free will. So it is what it is. Let's just continue to pray for people. Pray for this earth. Because it's a lot of lost souls right now. Okay. Where I'm at, Super Audi 1, 2, 3. We got the gas leak. Number 16. Let me see what we got here. I already reported that about the fungus outbreak. Number 17. Yahoo.com. A 14-year-old girl catches fire. Oh my goodness, y'all. A 14-year-old girl catches fire and she suffers third-degree burns after using nail polish remover near a candle. Young people that are watching this, be careful. It was horrific. So a young lady, she got burnt over the majority of her body because she was using nail polish remover near a candle. Yes. 14 years old. The story is there. Polish remover is a chemical. Number 18. This is from the New York Post. Once again, we have a retired Long Island teacher accused of sexually abusing more than 50 students for a decade. Oh, goodness. Again, like, how many times do we have to go through these stories, family? It's like every week. Every week we're talking about a story with these teachers, those that are around young children, daycare center type, people that's working in that field, but particularly those in education. This is why I'm an advocate to pull your children out of these public school facilities. It says he's been accused of abusing more than 50 students for a decade. We can quadruple that number. You already know. We can quadruple that number. Parents, grandparents, family. Bring your kids indoors. We living in a very dire time. We're not in regular times. And number 19, which is my final headline of the day, is from United Airlines. This is from the New York Post, and it basically is stating that United Airlines leaked a memo reveals crackdown on something everyone does on the plane. Let me get this right here. It says that no more looking at phones on the plane. This is for the flight attendants. Passengers aren't the only ones, it says, they're getting reprimanded for their in-flight use. That's right. It says United Airlines is threatening to crack down and even fire flight attendants. Y'all got to get off y'all phones too, who use their personal devices aboard the aircraft, per a leaked memo. So just like they've been trying to tell everybody else that they got to get off their phones, they got to get off their phones too now, or they going to be fired. That's what's happening with United Airlines, and I'm sure American, Southwest, Delta, and all the rest of them is going to follow along too. They like, we need y'all to pay attention because a door might fall off at any second. So we need y'all to pay attention. And it's a lot going on. We got a lot of demons on the plane. We got snakes on the plane. Y'all remember that movie with Samuel Jackson called Snakes on the Plane? They was really telling us that it was demons on the plane. Y'all didn't see the footage. You got flight attendants. Look here, pay attention. Because people all in the bathroom trying to take naughty pictures of people and got phones. It's too much going on up in the air. The Mile High Club is extending invitations to everybody. Pay attention, people. I'm out of here, family. Thank y'all for joining the Melchizedek News. Thank you, moderators. I love you so much. Y'all, it's just too much going on up in the air. I'm sorry. That's why they telling the flight attendants, stay off y'all phones. We need y'all to pay attention. I'll be like, give us some extra money. Thank y'all for joining. Shalom, family. Have a great weekend. Those that celebrate Sabbath, enjoy your Sabbath. Rest. I'll keep y'all up to date on my social media if we get a big explosion over here with this volcano, because it's popping off in the Hawaiian Islands. The Pineapple Express is on the way to the West Coast. Get ready, y'all. This the real deal. This is not a drill. This the real deal. Pay attention. Pay attention. Prepare your mind and your spirit and your heart in this hour. I love you all. Real love, real respect. Thank you, Sister Lisa. All praises to the Most High. Shalom, Sister Kaz. I hope that you all can join tomorrow for Kingdom Trivia. If you're available tomorrow, join us. 12 noon, Hawaii Central. I guess Hawaii Standard Time, however they say that. We're going to do Kingdom Trivia. I love you all, family. I'll talk to you soon. Shalom.